All right, back on the Rich Van Tassel Show, finishing out Week 11 for you. We have the San Francisco 49ers off their bye week at 3-6. They are traveling to Seattle to play the 4-5 Seahawks, who are off a loss to the Arizona Cardinals and are in major trouble in that division. And sputtering around for the wild card as well. First, the injuries for the visiting 49ers. Reggie Bush is on injury reserve, the running back. Anquan Boldin, the wide receiver, questionable. Navarro Bowman, the linebacker, probable. Carlos Hyde, the running back, out. Bruce Irwin, the linebacker for Seattle, is doubtful. Doug Baldwin, the wide receiver for Seattle, is questionable. And Marshawn Lynch, the running back for Seattle, is questionable. Blaine Gabbert is expected to get the start again in this game. He led San Francisco to win their last game, and we'll see how he does without Carlos Hyde helping him in the backfield. With the Seahawks, we heard Russell Wilson. Now, I like Russell Wilson a lot. I like his demeanor. But after the loss last week, he was a little too cool for school, if you ask me, about where they are as far as 5 losses. Saying they had 5 losses at 11-5 a few years ago. Certainly, they had 4 losses and went on a big-time winning streak last year. So there's potential to do that. But it's starting to strike me as a team that thinks they can just turn the switch on and off. Now, are they capable of doing it? We'll see. I could be eating crow at the end of this year, and they really turn it on and win out. But I never really liked that in a team. I don't think that that's a way to approach things, where they can just have it at any time. I mean, part of Russell Wilson's demeanor, though, is what makes him the quarterback he is. And we'll see. I picked him to be MVP this year, so certainly if he does turn around and go 7-0, maybe that pick will come to fruition, but it's not looking good as of right now. As far as this game, I would have to give it to Seattle. I think Blaine Gabbert's going to come back to earth. This defense is going to have him seeing ghosts, as the Ron Jaworski, the ESPN analysis would say, seeing things and turning the ball over because they're not sure of what they're aware of on the field. I expect that to happen in this game. I like the Seahawks to win relatively big. Even if Marshawn Lynch doesn't go, he is listed as questionable. But we'll see. I'm expecting him to go, and I like the Seahawks 27-13. And then up last, the Sunday night game, the Cincinnati Bengals at 8-1 against the 7-2 Arizona Cardinals. The Bengals off that loss, their first loss of the season on Monday night. Arizona off a win over Seattle we just discussed. The injury report for the visiting Cincinnati Bengals: Ray Maluga, the linebacker, probable, and Vontaze Burfict, the linebacker, questionable. Adam Jones, the cornerback and punt returner, questionable. For the Cardinals, Larry Fitzgerald, the wide receiver, probable. The rest are all questionables. Rashad Johnson, the free safety. Michael Floyd, the wide receiver. And John Brown, the wide receiver. Arizona's been playing very well this year, quietly under the radar. Chris Johnson is having a comeback year. He's well over 4 yards per carry. Actually, probably right around 4.5 yards per carry. Only 3 touchdowns, but he's played well. Andy Dalton is going to have to spit that bad taste out of his mouth from the Monday night game where this entire offense was anemic. A.J. Green having a good year. He's going to look to get open, and he's going to have to. 55 receptions, 769 yards, 4 touchdowns this season, so he's certainly capable. With this, again, this is like the Minnesota Green Bay. I would pick Arizona under any other circumstance. However, Cincinnati, not just off a loss, but off the way they lost, I think they're going to come back and win this game. Carson Palmer will play well. Patrick Peterson against A.J. Green should be a spectacular matchup. I'm glad it's in prime time, and I'd like to see that. I'd like this game to be 24-20 in favor of the Cincinnati Bengals. Again, they're just going to get this win because they're off a terrible loss. No real reason. I can't give you any predictable reason outside of everything I've been giving you about Cincinnati all year long. Their front seven is going to get pressure on Carson Palmer, and I think they're going to keep Chris Johnson in check, and their offense is going to get clicking and be playing much better than they did on Monday night. All right, so that's it from me today. I'm not going to be on next week, of course. I will do the YouTube videos probably on Sunday. On Saturday. I will give you the prediction for the Thanksgiving Day games as well, but I will not be on next week, so be sure to stay tuned to all